can't believe it. I really can't believe it. We are 2 weeks out from moving our family across the world to New Zealand, and oh my goodness, has this time come around quickly. I'd say like the last maybe 4 weeks particularly have just gone so fast, and there has been a lot to do and a lot to get done. I'd intended to film a 4-week out update, and the last 2 weeks have just gone whew, so I cannot put it off any longer. So today I'm going to update you on where we are at with everything. I think the last time we caught up like that was when we were 3 months out, which was 10 weeks ago now. So there's a lot to fill you in on. So today is actually my second to last day at work. I can't believe it. Both James and I are going up to London this afternoon to work from the office tomorrow, and it's our leaving do. We're having a joint leaving do. Even though James is working for 1 more week, we thought we'd have something together. So we are going up to London, and my mum is going to have the boys, all 3 of them, Frankie, Leo and Ardy. Yeah, for those that don't know, sorry, I should probably give a little bit of an intro. I'm Jenny. I live with my 2 young boys, Leo and Frankie, aged 2 and 4, and my partner James, and we are moving across the world to New Zealand. And I've been documenting the journey of doing that. So I'm trying to keep it really real and show you the ups and the downs, of which there have been many. So when I last did that video update 3 months out, which I will link in the description if you've not checked that out, I was feeling really kind of like I'd surrendered to the unknown. And I still feel like that because I don't really have a choice. But as we've got closer, I've definitely been going through waves of moments of panic in terms of where we're at with the to-do list. Are we going to get everything done? Periods of excitement and anticipation and trying to imagine what the next few months, years are going to bring. So things we're going to get done today. I need to pack my bag for London. I need to pack the boys' bag for going to my mum's. Oh my gosh, like packing. When I tell you the layers and levels of packing I've had to do over the last few weeks is just been crazy. That's the biggest understatement. There is bags for Thailand, bags for New Zealand, stuff for the shipping company, stuff for donations, even more, and bags for staying for a weekend away. And then there's a bag to see us through between New Zealand and London when we're going to be staying at my mum's after the shipping company arrives. So it's a lot. I also need to film what's in my Thailand bag. I thought that would be quite interesting because I am taking hand luggage only for a 6-week trip to Thailand. That's en route obviously to New Zealand. So we are going to be spending 6 weeks there now, or just under, which I'm so excited about. So we need to film that today. I'm still working, although pretty much I have wrapped up and handed over. So I hope you enjoy today's video. If you do, you know, the usual stuff, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a like and subscribe. Please comment if you've got any questions or you're going through your own journey. I'd really love to hear about it. So in the last update video, I talked a lot about the house and how things hadn't moved and we were struggling to sell. Shocker, nothing's changed. So unfortunately, we haven't managed to sell the property, and I can't remember if we'd reduced it. We ended up reducing it 3 times in total, and we just didn't get the right level of offer. So we've decided to put that on hold. We've actually taken our house off the market now. In the interim, a family member is going to be moving in and looking after it for us. And our plan is to try to sell again, perhaps when the market's picked up a little bit, hopefully in spring. So what that does mean is that we definitely won't be able to buy anywhere in New Zealand anytime soon, but perhaps that's okay. I think maybe as things have transpired, it might be a good thing because it means that we won't be rushing into any decisions. We'll really be able to get a sense and a feel for where we want to live I just keep telling myself that this is meant to be. So the first thing I need to do, my meeting starts at 9:30, is I need to, so I've had Botox, you can probably tell, and I just feel like I've got a bit of a Spock brow going on. So they include a checkup follow-up 2 weeks later. I'm not advocating Botox, by the way, but I do like to get it every so often. Just makes me feel that little bit more youthful, getting rid of those frown lines. And I really wanted to feel my best before going to New Zealand. I'm gonna be feeling mentally unstable anyway, most likely. So I thought I'll just give myself a little confidence boost. Anyway, that's besides the point. I need to contact them to rearrange my checkup appointment because I've now got a dentist appointment at the same time, which I can't do both of. So yeah, I just need to do that first and hopefully they can do something to fix this that's been created. Okay, so I've got 1 hour before my next call, and in that time I need to pack the boys' bag, which I'm going to do now, and pack my bag so that James can drop them off at my mum's place. So as you can see, this is the boys' room. We are living in a bit of a muddle at the moment. Oh, it's not really a muddle, it's an organised muddle, but it's interesting. Hang on, if I turn the camera around. So basically what I've done in this corner, this is all stuff ready to be shipped. So this is Leo's little wardrobe. So in his wardrobe, which looks very bare at the moment, and in Frankie's are clothes that they're either growing out of, are completely stained and, ruined, and we would be disposing of in those textile bin things anyway. So they are what basically the children are wearing between now and the next couple of weeks. So they're looking really stylish and very well cared for. They're looking a bit rough, like Leo's got holes in his tracksuits at the knees, and they're up to his shins, where he's just desperate to go into the next size up of clothes. So lucky to have my mum and stepdad and auntie. She always helps us out too, but especially now, so lucky to have my mum helping out. I don't know what we'd do in this last couple of weeks if we didn't have people on hand to assist. Yeah, it's just great. So I've just made Leo a packed lunch, but I haven't made a sandwich, obviously, because I don't want that to get soggy, and sent Mum a video note just asking her if she could make it, but that's ready to go in his bag. And then I've got these extra snacks for them to have when they get back from nursery. They love a snack. Okay, do you ever feel as a mum like you're just going, where am I, what am I doing? Anyway, so this is what Leo's going to take to forest school tomorrow. When he comes back from nursery today. That reminds me, I need to let nursery know that it's my mum coming to collect them. Is that going to fit in? Yeah. I want to get him, remember to add that. Warm jumper and wellies to go in there. That's his forest school bag done. All the snacks changing bag, which I've also got a spare set of clothes. One for Leo, one for Frankie. This bag is on its last leg. Bars and pouches, that should be enough snacks. In hindsight, it has been a little bit stressful working right up until we're going. Not that we really had any choice, because we need the money basically, so we've had to do it. I do have next week off, so I'll be able to help when the shipping company comes and coordinate things that way. But actually I could have really done with this week off too. It's just been pretty hectic trying to fit everything in, because what you also don't realise is it's not just the task that you've got to get done, it's people wanting to see you for the last time. So I went out for dinner with a friend last night and it was really lovely, but obviously I could have done without it because I had loads of stuff I could have been getting on with here. But you've got to balance that, haven't you? It's really important to make time for the people that you love when you're about to leave the country forever. As I mentioned earlier, I've been feeling up and down. I will perhaps I'll insert a clip here of something I recorded few days ago. I did debate even recording this, but I think that part of what I'm trying to do by documenting everything as part of moving to New Zealand is being very honest. It's not always going to be sunshine and butterflies and feeling positive and feeling on top of things, and I'm definitely not feeling like that at the moment. And just let anybody know who's perhaps going through something similar. I'm going to get emotional. To just let anybody know who's perhaps going through something similar or might feel alone in another big life transition, that this is normal and it's okay and it's temporary. At least I bloody hope it is. I don't know what's kind of specifically, or if it's even one thing that's triggered me feeling so low and stressed and anxious. It's most likely compounding things, because I think in a couple of videos ago I said how, because of not drinking and feeling relaxed and where I was in my cycle and everything, I was feeling in a really good place. But these last 2 days have just been really tough. So basically, for the last 2 nights, I have woken up, I've gone to bed early and then been woken up a couple of hours later by Frankie having lost his dummy, and then have been awake all through the night. All you mums will know how debilitating sleep deprivation is, and I've tried to sleep today. I've listened to 2 meditations. I've lay there with my sleep mask on for an hour, and it's just not doing the trick, unfortunately. I'm trying all the tricks that I usually would, and I'm not able to sleep. I think there's just so much racing around in my head. What's going to happen with the house? Are we going to get jobs? Have I done everything I need to do on my to-do list? I also feel behind in this whole documenting process, and that's not supposed to be a chore or an overhead. It's supposed to be something that's fun, which I am really enjoying, and I'm enjoying learning all of the new skills. I've obviously got a long way to go, by the way, don't get me wrong, and I'm fully aware of that. But it has been a really exciting thing to do and given me a sense of purpose around all of this change. But I do feel like I'm behind. I think, oh, I wanted to record that, I haven't finished editing that. And that's bringing a sense of anxiety. I also think it's the week before my period, but I know that I had kind of a bit of, is insomnia normal basically for the week before your period? I should have a Google of this, because a similar thing happened to me a couple of months ago, and I'm like, is this really my hormones? I don't know. Perhaps anyone can let me know if you're particularly experienced or have this as well, whether I'm not able to have a full night's sleep because of where I am in my cycle, or maybe my hormones are depleted. Perhaps I'm premenopausal, I don't know. Oh, I'm just looking at the floor, because you know what, in times like this, well, at all times, I'm grateful for James. James is an absolute legend, but he's just so supportive. He's not feeling well himself, but look, he got me cake from the shop. He got me, ooh, it smells delicious. My mood's improved already. Like, Biscoff caramel cake. Yum. It's going to be really hard not to eat that. I'll try not to rant on for too long. But I just wanted to film an honest piece to camera, just to say that it's, you know, it's not 100% smooth sailing. And I do feel like just in the last 2 days, things have slipped out of my control. And that's a really uncomfortable feeling for me with the type of person I am anyway. You know, I'm a type A person. Control gives me comfort, security. I like to have order and structure and planning and organisation. So as soon as things feel slightly out of my control, it really generates a feeling of distress and anxiety in me. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. I also know that this feeling will pass, because everything passes. I'm trying to get through it in whatever best way I can. Cake, tea. I think my plan of action is, James has gone to get the children. It's my turn to do bedtime. I'm going to give them lots of cuddles. I could cry just talking about them. and try and get an early night and just pray that I don't have another night like last night. This is the reality. Moving abroad, it's not a piece of cake. Maybe I'm just too negative, but... And if you've made it this far, then thank you so much for watching, because this is not an uplifting or motivational speech whatsoever. Hello. What a week. I realised this update has been all over the place. I've started, I've stopped, I've not followed up. So sorry for that. It's just been the reality of what's been going on, I guess. I look rough. I'm trying to balance like operational, getting tasks done with creating memories and seeing people and saying goodbye and spending time with friends and family. And yeah, it's just a balance. I last picked up with you when I was on the way to London for our leaving do. That was Thursday night. It was lots of fun. It actually was perfect. It was emotional, saying goodbye to mainly my boss, who I have a really close relationship with, and my team. It's just the end of an era, I guess, and on to the next thing.